behind, considerable starters. Just have you been able to bounce off kind of similarities with him?
We're brothers that aren't blood, I mean, me and Najee are always with each other, and if we're not with each other, we're either with our families or other friends that we're close with. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say about Najee. We're the same people in two bodies, in two different bodies.
When did that start up? When did you start really developing that friendship with him?
I would say it started throughout camps.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the Oakland Regionals when it started, and it took off from there, I guess. In January, before January, we had a bowl game. Najee asked me if he wanted me to play with him, or if I wanted to play with him, and I was committed to that Under Armour Bowl. I ended up decommitting to that and committing to the Army Bowl, and
that's because of him.
That's because of Najee. So
has he helped you adapt to Alabama, and have you guys kind of both helped each other adapt, from coming from the West Coast?
I mean, I don't really feel like a big change. I don't know if Najee does, but I mean, I think having that same kind of West Coast mentality, with Najee kind of being around a lot of Polynesian kids, in the Bay Area, it's kind of helped our relationship, grow.
When I asked you about your mom, we had a photo of you on the
frustrations. I just wonder what your thought process is the last few weeks. You were talking about how fun it was to get in earlier, and you haven't gotten in here lately, and I just wondered if that's frustrating to go, hey, when do I get to play?
I think as a competitor, it does get frustrating. Yet at the same time, this is a team sport. We all are striving to complete one goal, and that's to get a national championship. I said before, it doesn't take one person, and that'd be selfish of me to be complaining about that. So I mean, I just want to be supportive of Jalen, and like I said, if roles were flipped, I would want him to do the same.
How much have you learned from Jalen? He was in a similar position as you were now, but last year, as far as the mentality, what to look for, growth?
I mean, I've learned a lot, his maturity level is kind of skyrocketed, and I mean, just the person he is, he's a good role model to the kids, he's a good role model for our team, things that I've learned from Jalen is, things that he did last year, his freshman campaign, things this year, as far as reads, things that he feels I need help with, I mean, he's helped me with throughout our spring training, and then our summer camps leading up to our season. So, I mean, he still helps me, and I think the biggest thing about Jalen, the greatest thing about him is he not only shares his knowledge with us, but he's able to take it as well. If we were to share younger guys, older guys, it doesn't matter. He'd be able to take those things too.
So how special
we talked about your relationship with Najee. How about your relationship with just this whole freshman class? You guys came in with a lot of hype, and you see even on the receiving corps, 3 big-time receivers in the freshman class. Is it kind of fun to do this with the guys you came in with?
Oh yeah, this is most definitely fun with these guys. We got Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs.
Excellent, thank you.
I mean,
appreciate it.
We even got Bonson Smith. All 3 of these guys have made a big impact in what our team has done. I think it's just exciting to be able to see that so many freshmen on our team are able to do those things, and it makes it that much more confident in our offensive coordinator as well as our receiving coach. To be able to put these guys in now. And I mean, I would say I'm blessed to be able to play with these guys.
How hard is it for you to sort of ignore the outside noise? People want to talk about QB controversy. We've been talking about it since the moment you stepped on campus. Do you see that, and what's your reaction?
I mean, I see that. I think the main objective of everything is we have a goal as a team. all these external factors are just opinions. You know, they're just opinions of what people have to say, and you know, our coaches know exactly what they're doing. You know, and so we just trust that whoever is playing, you know, is going to win this game. And I think for our team, that's all that matters. We take one step at a time, and as long as we're winning, you know, everybody's happy. You know, I think that's the biggest thing.